Blog Talk Radio.
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time, F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it, so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles Riddick, with my game up the bar, so your girl'll let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue it. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians, nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, take my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is jocking, when them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat show and you don't stop the knocking. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time, F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. Yo. What's crackin'? You rockin' with your boy, the thinking deacon, the preacher's grandson, the rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites. Y'all know who it is. That's Fat Cat, and I'm down with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is. That's T Satellite, but Bills. What's cracking, baby?
What's up?
Nothing much but the weather, man. Isn't usually around this time it gets hot or something?
Yeah,
why we keep?
It was nice today. You go out there today?
Oh no, man. I looked peeked outside. It was a dude with a Corona shirt on, dog. I couldn't do that.
What color was it?
I don't know. I was colorblind to it. I can't do it. No, but it was. But honestly, it was a dude walking outside coughing. I was like, No, but I ain't scared like that. But I just didn't go outside today. I didn't though. But it's all good.
I thought you was like Bone Crusher. You ain't never scared.
Ain't never scared. Yeah, some of that old stuff. But anyway, we like we start every show, we want to say happy birthday to all of those who are celebrating birthdays. Amen. Yes, Lord. And we want to give our condolences to those that may have lost people. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just me. But I'm not seeing as many deaths as I was seeing on Facebook. But I saw. But my condolences goes out. You know what I'm noticing too? They're starting to say that the African American areas are hit hardest with this coronavirus. You believe that?
Of course, I believe it.
Cause I'm looking at this with the rapper Scarface, and he where he talking about the disease shut his kidneys down, and that's the first kid. And I'm thinking like you say, pre-existing conditions that might have that may have happened. Because I don't know his personal life, but he always was talking about drinking and stuff like that. I don't know what the deal is, And sometimes, the messed up part is when some people try to get on that path to getting healthy, man, they be leaving here. You notice that? You ever seen somebody do that? They get on that path to try to get healthy, then next thing you know, they up out of here.
You know why?
Why?
Because they be doing some other stuff 9 times out of 10. And they doing all that fake trying to get healthy. And the healthier you try to get your body to, it's not used to all them drugs and alcohol that you was putting in your body before.
Yeah.
So when you trying to get clean, then you go backwards and try to drink some more or smoke some more or do some more cocaine, you drop dead. And that's how it happens.
Wow. You know what? And you right about it too, because a lot of people, eh, you know what was the song you brought out? Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Right.
You gotta either you gonna do it or you're not. And a lot of people too, they struggle with that, especially with this quarantine thing, man. It's people are people done stocked up on food, and they probably putting more things in their body that they don't even need to have there now. You know what I'm saying? Just eating all unhealthy, and you got to be careful of that too, because you don't want to end up like you said with real your blood pressure so bad you got to get rushed to the hospital, because everybody telling people to stay clear of Henry Ford and Side-Eye Grace and all of that, man. You know.
Just just imagine this. You have to go get your kidneys clean, your blood clean, because your kidneys is going to bed, and you already don't have an immune system, and you got to go to the hospital.
Mm, 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 mm.
Oh my God! I'm
Nightmare.
saying, I have a lot of friends that I grew up with. We used to drink 40s a lot, and a lot of them have cirrhosis of the liver. A lot of them.
If let's say this, if you could go back and do it all over again, and just if you could go back and just try to stop yourself, what year would you go back to?
I wouldn't stop myself. What are you talking about?
From drinking
No,
and
I
doing
would
all.
drink. Only thing I would change is I would never wear a condom.
Oh, get AIDS.
Nah,
Uh, mm, 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 mm,
I do
mm.
like these young kids say the coronavirus. It don't exist.
Oh, until you lay it up in the hospital bed, asking for the pastor to pray for your AIDS. Lord, heal his AIDS. Lord, heal it.
Oh, that ain't even funny.
Hey, you the one. You the one. This is talking about not wearing no kind. Talking about some shoe. Cause just think, everybody, everybody you slept with, you haven't kept a total. You don't know where everybody that you slept with. They could have died of AIDS or anything. You just don't know, huh?
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I don't
You
understand.
understand? Everybody that you slept with, you said if you wouldn't wore
I
no
only slept. I
condom.
only slept with two women in my whole life. What is you talking about?
Okay. Mm. I'm glad it ain't thundering out here. I'm glad
Hey
it ain't.
man,
Glad
it's
it
nothing
ain't
wrong.
thundering.
Look. It's nothing wrong with being a good guy. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't out there like that. You know?
Oh, just because you slept with multiple people, that make you a bad guy?
Yeah, it does.
Hmm. You
That's not the subject, so we can
no
talk
no.
about something else.
I'm just saying, because you slept with multiple people, that make you a bad guy.
It says a whole lot about your character.
No, it don't.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Wait.
To me, to me, it says a
Okay,
lot about the
to you,
character.
but I'm just saying everybody had immature times in their life. Either
Well,
you was
immature don't.
either you was
But,
either you was a player, an alcoholic, a weed head, abuser,
I, I was none of them,
or
sir.
in a man. Shut up. You was you you can't run that by me. A thief or whatever. Ain't nothing too big for God. Nothing
Nothing's too big for
for
God.
God. God. Nothing is big for God.
But you know what's so crazy though? I was on Facebook this morning.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of people saying, "Oh, got a hangover from last night," and I said, "What?" So I'm going down my timeline. A lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm so bored at home. All I can do is drink." And I said, "What? All you can do is drink. You bored?" I say, "Oh, don't bring your problems to the altar. don't bring your problems to Jesus, right?
Right. You know
Because
what?
you got to serve a one God, and you
Mm-hmm.
serving the alcohol God,
Mm.
because you go into that alcohol for your comfort.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm following you. Go ahead. Wow.
Well,
Go ahead now.
nah. This is the Fat Cat show. This ain't the Preacher Man show.
Wow. Come on now. Say it,
Mhm.
preacher. hey, hey, that's I used to enjoy all that stuff like with my grandfather coming up in the church and you hear the rest of the preachers trying to give the speaking minister some some encouragement. Say it, preacher.
Let me ask you something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I need for you to tell me the truth on this. You ever have a preacher preaching to you that came up into the church and his breath was just really stinking?
You know what? I have I have I have yet really to I think all preachers got bad breath. I think all of them got that red breath. That's what me and my kids tease each other about red breath. You
Like
got
a
that
demon that
red.
crawled up into your mouth and possessed you.
Yeah.
That demon trying to hide the
What
word on your tonsils.
I'm ask some people out here that may be listening. Do have you ever smelled a pastor's breath, or do your pastor breath stink? Don't be scared to answer that too, cause boy, boy, I done smelled plenty rotten breaths.
Did you?
Hell yeah. Don't
You
let
ain't
them.
give him a peppermint or nothing?
They said hallelujah and I passed out, baby.
Okay. We don't need you talking like this, all right?
I'm just being for real though.
Okay,
But you know what?
look,
I'm
man.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say
I brought it up. You know, my man should have been so
I'm gonna say
focused on the word
uh,
that I couldn't smell the breath coming out of their mouth.
uh,
Mouth.
ah ah. But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. My former pastor, he made sure that he had mints on hand. He always made. He like, let me pop a mint in my mouth before.
Let me ask you this,
Mm-hmm.
because you grew up in the church.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you ever smelled the pastor that smelled like he had a little liquor on his breath?
Um. No,
Okay.
not a pastor, but I smelled some plenty ministers
Mm.
that smelled like they was on a different path.
Let me ask you this: what's the difference between a pastor and a minister?
The pastor is the head of the church. He's a minister is just a messenger of God. The pastor is like the head minister of he's over the
He
church.
the boss. He the boss.
He the boss, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's well God is the boss, but he's just the head minister. So I
Okay.
it
You taught me something new. I did not know that.
yeah, that's why a lot of that, and that's the thing too with a lot of these places churches, a lot of people are just trying to be pastors, but they don't even know how to minister yet. But they're trying to be pastors, and for real, how organic this done spilled over into our subject too is the subject. Do you think churches should be closed in this pandemic? Because
Hell yeah.
you hear a lot of people say, hey, why people people supposed to have faith. They supposed to have faith in God to live, but God told us to be wise too. He told us to be wise and stuff, and then they like Then you hear people, why they still collecting tithes? Why they still doing this? Well, and then you just hear a number of things, and nobody ever questions let's say the liquor store around the corner that been around there for years, taking money out of the community, and they never question why they not doing nothing, why they not giving people no food, no food or canned goods during this pandemic free. You never get those type of questions. So um, I admit in the initial beginning, like I said, the first time when I came to the church during the pandemic, and I saw this was on a Sunday, and I saw all the churches closed on a Sunday. It felt so surreal. It felt weird. Like wow, this is the dark one of the darkest hours we facing, and nobody and no church is open. Get out of there. And no church is open. So it's definitely a surreal moment. What do you think? If you was a minister, would you have a pastor? Would you have
Of
your
course
church
not.
open?
Because if you believe in the Bible, I mean, if you believe what's in the Bible tells you that God gives man wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? In other words, I said this today, you got to learn to use your own common sense.
Oh yeah.
Common sense means, hey, I need to stay away from you so you don't get me sick and bring death into my home.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I don't want to go to church, then come back home and kill everybody.
Right. Right. Right.
So I think it's a whole lot of common sense
you
not being used
yeah, you froze for a minute for.
because, oh, right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because if you got to keep your resistance up, eat fruits, vegetables, don't smoke weed, don't drink alcohol. Let's stay strong during this epidemic. It's not gonna last forever. This little time that this little thing that we going through, we need to be strong to be able to fight through it. You can't be strong and fight through it if you're sick, if you're not healthy.
And
Let's I'm talking about people need to change the way that they eat,
yeah.
the things that they put in their body,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people here in Michigan are dying like this because they do not take care of themselves. I'm talking about the women, they don't make the men take care of themselves. The guys, as long as she's got a big butt, she can have big arms, big guts, and all that other stuff. That means something. I ain't talking about the cosmetic part about everything. I'm saying the health part of it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The guys in their 30s, 20s, and 30s, they look like they 60 and 70 years old.
Oh yeah.
Give me a break.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely that is a good thing that you brought that up. But I'm more like I'm looking at now. This thing is causing pneumonia, is causing inflammation in the lungs and all that type stuff, and people are thinking it's a good idea to smoke weed to just fill your lungs up even more.
No, nobody
Just
takes their life serious. People do whatever the hell.
yeah,
I'm telling you, that's why it's hitting Wayne County the way it's hitting. I know so many people that's been passed away or they're in the hospital for being sick. But guess what happened before they got sick? They wasn't taking care of themselves. They
no.
was drinking and smoking, not getting enough rest.
I still hear people not talking about I need to get out and party. I need to do this, and I'm hearing. Was this true that Governor Whitmore even trying to ban the house to house thing.
Unless she gonna have somebody um, next to every person in Wayne County, it's not gonna work.
I
Because these
know.
young dudes is out here at Rouge Park. They out here playing basketball. I seen some young kids in the backyard today playing basketball. And I said, "Wow."
The, and that's another thing too. It's like that's why I don't see no ending to this thing. Even if the so-called pandemic ended, I think there's going to be emotional scarring for some people looking at this thing like, man, I don't know if I'm be able to shake. You remember how? See, I used to be like, I was a little leery, but I was always a let's say a show myself friendly type person, and I would give people a fist pound and all of that stuff, and be like, "What's up, yup?" You know, just like on a unity based thing to like as far as greeting people, and so now this thing really strikes a fear in you now that you're going to be looking at people different now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more scared of things that I can't see than what I can see. But
Let,
it's
let me ask you this, Fat Cat.
mm-hmm.
Um, at what age did you stop drinking out the same 40 bottle?
Oh man, that was that was early.
But you did it though, right?
Yeah.
That was so damn. I think I stopped when I was like 20. We
Mm-hmm.
was passing 40s back and forth, and I got a thrash in my mouth. And I never drunk after anybody after that. I'm like, no, you got to get your own. I don't drink after other people.
Because people got habits that you don't have.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying? So
and that's what's gonna go on with this virus. People, they're not gonna pound like that like they used to. I don't know if the young guys past the 40s around, or do they drink 40s, or they just pop pills. I don't know what they do.
yeah, it's hard to say. Like you said, we don't really too much see that in this generation. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like old schools used to operate with they full 40s and in a bottle, but it's still kind of like people that was in our generation that are like alcoholics and stuff, and they still carry they little bottles around and
Yeah,
stuff.
they drink Mickey's
Ah, terrible,
and OE.
terrible. That's what messed DMC up. Drinking
Yeah,
that stuff, man. I just you know
I'm thinking that's what messed Scarface up too.
seriously too, and I'm just really I'm I can't wait till this thing blow over. I want to get back to the best. I'm about to make up a term, best normacy that we can. Just have a
Well,
little bit of normacy. Just
the crazy part about it is we've been having the same the problems that's going on now. It's got more attention brought to it. I'm talking about because the people that's getting sick, they hear underlying issues anyway.
but you know
Because
what?
they've been needing to eat right. A lot of people are diabetic
Mm-hmm.
because they don't eat right. Why you think all these Coney Islands are open around here? People don't. I'm talking about all they eat is processed food. Sam, Michael, and Tony will open up a Coney Islands, make a grip. Won't hire one black person. And what you get at the end of the day? A free stay at the hospital with diabetes. They cutting your foot or your leg off.
You know what? But like I said, I think the thing that makes this disease just like really over the top is that I done seen this several times on Facebook since this pandemic began. I done seen people say, "Man, I just lost my uncle. Now I just lost my auntie, my mama." It's all the same family, sister, brother, and we've never seen nothing like that. I just seen something on the on the one of the news papers that said this guy buried both his mom
Yeah,
and
I've seen that too.
yeah, mom and dad in the same week. So it's like we've never really seen nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
then and then it makes me wonder whether they're where are these people dying at? Are they dying in the hospital? Are they
I, look, if a lot of people in the black community didn't have underlying medical issues already, the virus wouldn't affect them like that. They've been trying to kill us anyway. Now all of a sudden you put this virus, this coronavirus out here, it's gonna wipe out, it's gonna thin out the herd. What do the lions and the wolves look for? The old and the sick.
Oh yeah.
That's what they look for, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh
that's what
yeah.
this virus is looking for, the old and the sick. So I tell people, you know what? Eat right. Put the right stuff in your body so you can fight against it. But a lot of people ain't listening to that. They you can go on social media. They getting drunk. They think getting a fifth of liquor will make them feel better.
And we don't always follow the best advice. If you let's say if you come up with, let's say, well, you need to drink a ginseng tea, or put some honey in it, or put some of the old fashioned little remedies that maybe your one of your great aunties had, or your grandma or something like that had. People would be like, "Oh, that conspiracy type stuff." I'm just gonna keep drinking this 40. All I gotta do is drink a 40. They'll believe that before the old school type remedy. All I'm gonna give me is some Parmesan, pour some Coke in it, and you know what I'm saying. They'll believe all that. And the thing to me too is when I watch people, I was actually watching people drink lean. You ever seen somebody drink lean?
Never.
Man, I was in the barbershop one day when I was still able to get my haircuts, and and I seen these young people, man, mixing the cough medicine and I'm sitting up there looking at them like, what the hell? Are you serious?
Yeah, but like I said, anything that affects your immune system, it don't have to be HIV. It don't have to be diabetes. It can be a heart condition.
Mm-hmm.
It can be your cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, they're not putting the right things in their body. And I'm talking about even the women. They don't say stuff like, "Look, baby, I'm gonna cook today because I don't need you eating this fast food."
Mm-hmm.
They don't feel like, "Hey, let me keep this man around so I'm gonna be here by myself." They just think a lot of people. They just think I'm ready for him to die so I can take the insurance money and go on a cruise.
You ain't never lied either. You
Hmm.
ain't never lied about that, and that's
The women do not even cook now. Not saying women have to cook, but for me, I don't mess around with women that don't cook. That's for me. You don't cook, we have nothing to talk about.
when was when was the last time a woman cooked for you? Cooked something good for you?
Mm, hmm. That's something to talk about. I can't even remember the last
Damn.
time a woman cooked something. Oh, that's a good question. I can't even remember.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Lord, 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 help 'em out.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I ain't got nothing else to say.
Nothing. Dang.
You just Wallace me.
Victim of the heart. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do all that, but you are right. We need to start doing them things that's gonna help us out. You
Keep
know,
us,
be
keep
boost
us here. You
it,
need somebody here to help you take care of them kids.
right.
And then women, stop going to the doctor and letting them take stuff out of you. Because they take stuff out you. I might not want you, you know?
Cause it's see no like GI Joe said, knowing is half the battle, and I think uh with all this stuff with fibroids and all of it's dietary.
Yeah,
All of,
all that stuff is on dietary.
yeah.
Um, the doctor would rather cut stuff out of you than to put you on a diet
Mm-hmm.
to change your life. He'd rather take away your reproduction organs. And let me tell you, I don't. That's a whole different subject right there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
leave it alone right there.
It is.
I'm not gonna even talk about
It,
it.
it is. But I really don't think that people see the importance of uh the churches. Especially being open at this point. I mean, every church isn't bad. You can't group all churches together and say that they're bad.
But that's what people do. They'll take one church, then they'll say, "Oh, the black church." That one church don't represent the
Mm,
black churches in Detroit. What's wrong with you? There's a
mm-hmm.
lot of black churches that's doing good for the community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's
Every pastor's not riding around in a Benz or a Cadillac.
right.
Some churches they struggling, just like the community. The people in the community is struggling.
Some of these churches can't even afford insurance on their building. So it's
Yeah,
and then you look at it from this perspective. Most of these pastors don't even control the church. They're like, they're hired people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
a church to me, a church is like running a business.
yeah.
If you don't see a prosperous church, that's because it's somebody that's running the church and they don't know how to run a business. You got to know how to do both. If you don't know how to run a business, go find somebody. Sometimes we
But
need
but
we
but
need mentors to
but
show us how to
but
run
but
a church
but
the
but you
proper way.
but the problem being with,
What?
with that the difference in the church from a business standpoint is that uh a church the word isn't always hospitable. It's the word ain't gonna always be hospitable because you're gonna have people that the church what we say is more like a hospital for the
Yeah,
sick.
no. I'm not talking about
Yeah. I know what you're saying
right,
because
right,
but
right.
but but my thing
I'm
is
not talking
this.
about
The,
morally run the
yeah,
church like
yeah,
a
yeah,
business.
yeah, yeah. Because
Because of course the church got more responsibility to
yeah,
the people.
because I look at it like this. Um, most people, most of these churches, I'm not gonna say all, but most of the churches that are packed, most of these mega churches, they keep people entertained. They got the best gospel singers. Uh, most of them can go up in there and still be whoremongers. They can still be homosexuals. They can still do whatever they want to do and don't be addressed and still live their life. But when you go to a small church that's really preaching that word and may not have the glitz and glamour of the big mega church, and they bringing the word straight out, it gets offensive, and so they basically sitting up here, they hearing straight word, and they're not hearing no to be a witness, some TD.
Yeah, but I think it's something that a small church can learn from a big church, and it's something that the big church can learn from a small church. Because the bigger you get, you can lose your way. and you can lose touch with who you trying to help in the
Mm-hmm.
community. You
Mm-hmm.
can forget those things.
Oh
And
yeah.
the small churches are a little more intimate with people. They know people by first and last name.
Mm-hmm.
They know
Mm-hmm.
what's going on in their life
Mm-hmm.
instead of going to a church that got 10,000 people in it. You're not going to know those people.
And then you got the pastor walking around with armor
Yeah,
bearers protecting them and all that stuff, and you like,
but the pastor only do what you let him do.
yeah, that's
So
what I'm
so
talking about.
it can't all be on him.
But
A lot of people they say mega churches and you get you get crucified for being successful in what you're doing, and that's preaching the word of God. If you become you bringing more people to the word of God, and you're good at that, people want to crucify you. That's nuts.
you
That's crazy.
you
And
know you
I'm saying, and if you're small, you're not growing. Some they saying, "Oh, he don't know what he doing."
yeah,
So what do you do?
you know what, the thing that I, and this was just observation. One point I remember, me and my wife, we had came me and the wife and the kids, we was leaving church, and we stopped at a restaurant, right? This black owned restaurant that's on Harper and Dickerson. And we went in, we was like, okay, we never seen this restaurant before. So we went in there, we was like, and the first thing I always do when I see a new restaurant, I ask who the owner is. You know, who the owner, and then the owner came out, and it was a black man, and he, we talked, we kicked it. And so while I was in there, I placed my order for my family, and these two girls walked in. And by this time, they saw me with my suit on. I had my suit on, and so they were like, "Oh," they said, They said, "Are you a minister?" Minister? I said, "No." I said, I'm a deacon." And they were like, and they were dressed up a little bit, and I said, "Y'all go to church?" And they said, "Yeah." They said, "We just came from church." Blah blah. Boy, our pastor preached. Blah blah blah. So in the middle of that, these these two girls got to kissing each other, right? So the first thing I'm thinking, like, because the word, and this not being judgmental, because maybe I can't say if the pastor didn't say nothing to them or whatnot, but that's one of the first things that kind of gripped me with some people. Like, if you going to, and it could be getting lost in the big mega church too, that the pastor really can't see the needs of all the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point of like a smaller church. The pastor be able to see all the needs, and that was in my sermon Sunday, as far as how the elders, the mothers, all of that in the church, they used to help conduct the church. But in a big mega church, it's hard to do that when you got 10,000, 20 something thousand people in the church, and people over here and people over there, and everybody just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have that kind of family closeness with people like that. So I said, necessarily a packed church doesn't always equate to a successful church. It's just that nowadays, uh, people are being more entertained in the church than being saved. They're being entertained. That's why you see these mega churches. Oh, we're gonna have TD Jakes here next week. Oh, we're gonna have the Clark sisters, and they be bringing all these people, and the people, oh man, the Clark sisters come, not even thinking you come for your.
You about 70 years old. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying,
You said the Clark sisters.
The Yolanda Adams and
Yeah,
all of
you can say Yolanda Adams.
okay,
Something like that.
Yolanda Adams, Mary, and all them.
Okay.
And, you be
Yeah,
having.
that's better, man. You said the Clark
Okay,
sisters.
but Clark sisters still
You,
performing. They still hot
I'm
though.
saying I haven't heard anybody getting excited about the Clark
They
sisters.
movie on tonight.
What that mean?
Their movie is on tonight. Since you said you ain't heard nothing about it, they got a
No, no,
movie
no,
coming
no.
on
What I
tonight.
said was I haven't heard about anybody getting excited about the Clark sisters.
I'm pretty sure you ain't heard too much of that. What's that? Zero. Oh no. Okay. So said Tanya Banks said no. but anyway, it's just that that like church done became glitz and glamour. There was a time that it was things were separated that you didn't do in the church, but now it's beginning to look. The church is beginning to look like a club now, and
What
that's the
church? All churches or
not all
a
churches,
specific
but
church?
major things that just because I know we have to. The presentation does have to be, uh, a little bit different. Like the minister that's the pastor that's got me on watch, Minister Watch. He told me, he said, the things of your grandfather's season was in his season. He said you have to be a little bit more diligent, a little bit more, different than your grandfather was, And I understand that. I do, but at the same time, how do you go about doing that and not and making sure you don't cross the line and compromise the word?
Mm-hmm.
You can't compromise the word and stuff like that.
Period.
Yeah,
Period.
you can't. You can't be that because, like I said, half the people. I know they say no sin is greater. No sin is greater than the other. You know what I'm saying? But when I look at seeing such as, wait a minute, the churches are ran by someone who keeps opposing things on the church like same-sex marriages. That's
I'm
time.
talking about what church are are you talking about a particular church? Because everybody is going back to the same thing. You see one bad thing at one church, then you say all churches, and I don't think that's fair
No,
to
no,
the
no, no,
people that.
yeah, it's like I know what you're saying because everything is like, let's say you have you have a bad business and you have a good business, and the
Right.
church is the same. You have a bad church and you have a good church. You have a you have a bad pastor and you have a good pastor.
It's lots of
Yeah,
churches out here that's helping people and saving souls.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
lots of them.
yeah, and like,
I'm talking about we don't need to be give attention to the churches that's not doing the right thing. And I
yeah,
think people are bringing too much attention to the churches that do absolutely nothing, and nobody's bigging up the churches that's helping people.
right, and that's it. I mean, because it just I really don't know how. I just say this: back in the day, uh, I seen ex felons give their lives to God. I seen them, really change and convert themselves, and I think people gotta be happy that a minister, a pastor, or something took time to minister to this guy, and God was able to touch his heart and change his life because that guy could have been robbing you. He could have killed one of your family members, and I think churches don't get that credit no more. As far as that, they don't get credit like that no more. And also too, I'm gonna say this: a lot of people that's ridiculing the churches don't even benefit the church. Period. They don't even go to church. Period. And they got a lot to say about the church just off of something that they heard
Yeah,
somebody
and,
else say.
and those are the people that you don't have those arguments with about the church because I can tell in the first 2 minutes of talking to somebody that if they know something or know nothing at all. And
You,
I don't waste my breath arguing with people no more. And that comes with maturity.
you,
Because when you're a young guy, you get into those crazy arguments, not just say, "Oh, he crazy."
you,
No reason for me to go back and forth with him.
you're right. You know how many times, not saying that I'm that type of person, but I just imagine this because I see myself in every scenario that I draw. Uh, when I got mad at somebody, so mad that I just wanted to bust them upside their head, and I done went into church and got to praying, and God changed my heart. Just imagine how many people that the pastor done said something to that done calmed them down for probably coming to bust you up or kill you. You know what I'm saying? So a
Yeah,
lot of people, a lot of
those,
people have,
those are the things that don't get attention. People need to talk. What they call it? Testify
yeah,
about that.
yeah, and that's the and that's the thing too. A lot of people really they don't see the benefit, and then just think about this. Some people, the church done for all the churches that, let's say your loved one died in this pandemic right now, somebody, I bet you, somebody done opened up their church. Some pastor or some church done opened up their church for you to have your funeral and probably didn't charge you a dime.
I bet you nobody would talk about it, right?
No, no, that's what I'm saying. That it
Yeah.
probably charged you a dime.
Testify about that.
Yeah, that.
But you spread rumors and saying the pastor slept with my girl. But nobody talks about the good. I think the black church does a lot of good in the community. It does. It does. But I think that what gets the most attention is that no good rotten church. They get more attention than anybody. The people that's doing
Yeah,
putting the work in and helping
yeah.
the community out.
Bishop Marvin Winans. You know his church does a lot of that type thing. Wait a minute, most churches are. Wait, I thought I seen something click. Oh, they doing the same thing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, that is it. Most churches are being ran by someone high that watches y'all progress and keep throwing things at y'all like they take. Break that down, satellite.
I don't understand it.
Take bribes. Like they
Take
take
right.
bribes. Okay. Said most churches are being ran by someone high that watches y'all progress and keep throwing things at y'all like they take bribes. So I guess the background political stuff. I could say this, that whatever churches, sometimes when you deal into that 501c3,
That's right.
when you dive in, because it's a government grant. When you
There's certain
dive into
things
the
you
50,
can't do and say.
yeah, you and that's why my grandfather, for as long as he preached, and as long as he ran, he never dealt with 501c3s.
Yep.
And we don't even deal with it right now. We don't even deal with
You know what you'll get
501c3.
with that? You'll get watered down word.
Oh yeah.
And when you
Oh yeah.
start compromising the word, it means absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah. Definitely that. But you know what? I want to go into I know we pretty much went a long time on that, but I wanted to go into um something called the Corona Quarantine Challenge.
Mm.
The Corona Quarantine Challenge.
What's
And
the challenge?
and the challenge is this. Wait a minute, I'm waiting. I gotta get my glasses for this, so y'all gotta hold on. Okay, and the challenge,
Putting this quirky scripts on.
the the challenge is someone puts a gun to your head and you have one phone call. If they answer, you die. If they answer, you die. If they don't, you're free. Who are you calling?
Any and everybody. Nobody ever answered.
The one person. The government did
I
this to
would
take
call
over.
anybody.
I'm surprised. Lately, I've been missing your calls. I thought you would say you would call me.
You. Oh yeah, I know you would answer the phone. That's why I said nobody. You be looking at my phone call like, man, what do you want?
No, no. I be missing your phone calls a lot. I be having my phone to say
Oh, I
Jesus.
forget. I'll be call if I
Tiger said
call out
Jesus.
before 9 and you ain't got no daytime minutes. You know, unless you
Said they ain't got no daytime minutes.
are.
So I'm just wondering, and if you wanna call and comment, I forgot to put this out. That number is 646 564
646.
9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. It's all good.
What's
Uh,
the first three digits again?
646. Why?
Okay,
Why?
646.
646. Yeah. Why? You thought you was trying to get a joke off. Yeah, I know you.
No, I wasn't trying to get a joke
Yeah.
off.
Oh yeah.
You got to say it in a way so people can remember it.
646 564 9728. Press 1 to comment. Tanya said this government's getting vicious. Oh yeah, they definitely is. I so but who would you call? Who am I calling? I'm gonna call my mama. I call my mom because she don't even answer the phone. That's one person, but be my luck, she just answered the phone. You know.
And be like, what you want?
Boom. That took me up out of here. But okay, I got another challenge for you. Uh, Wait a minute. They copying other countries and they killing us like 9/11. That's Tanya. Uh, let's say this. You got you're in the boat. There's three people
Mm-hmm.
drowning,
Mm-hmm.
and you only have room for one. One of the people got the cure for the coronavirus. One of the people got the cure for cancer, and one of them got the cure for AIDS and HIV. Who you saving?
AIDS, the person that got the cure for AIDS, the coronavirus, we can work that out. We gonna find a cure for that anyway. But the AIDS, oh man.
It,
But you know
you
what?
think more people dying from
What about
cancer?
cancer?
Huh?
What about cancer?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm more on the tip of cancer because a lot of people
Yeah,
cancer is taking a lot of people
yeah.
out like
I
that.
do cancer because if you don't want AIDS, all you gotta do is put a condom on.
Right, right.
I'm gonna stop people. Not everybody can raw dog and unprotected.
Said, and you know what? We all doing it at all times. This corona ain't but them trying to take over. Okay. That's your girl Tanya. But we agree. Cancer Tanya, who would you pick? Would it be the person with the coronavirus cure? Would it be
The
the
cancer or the
cancer
AIDS?
or AIDS or the AIDS? Remember, you got
The
the
AIDS.
AIDS, and the cancer. Who would it be? Y'all ain't thinking about all the business they ran. They ran out of business. The businesses they ran out of business. Okay.
What's she talking about?
I guess she's still on the government as far as the government. So hey, but it's a unique thing. Do. I have one more challenge thing. Oh man.
Leave your phone on ring instead of vibrate, and don't turn it around.
What you talking about?
That's my challenge. So when your work girlfriend or your work husband call, the name can't show up. Your significant other won't see the name on the caller ID
Man,
with
what?
a ring. I
What?
wonder if they got a special ringtone like "Love for You."
Man, what's wrong with you, dog? That's
Nah, you know what made me think about that? Because I had a girlfriend and her phone rung, and it was some Luther song for the ringtone.
I wanna
Man,
have, wanna hold, wanna love you, girl.
right.
So
My
make
heart,
me
my
a
heart just fell out of my
believer.
chest.
Wanna have. They give you a shot, make you think you good. All along, they're trying to kill you. You said, what's wrong, man?
What you want me to say something for? We got a conspiracy theorist
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about what can I say? It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, it is.
They put it out here so it can kill nothing but black people. Okay, what you want me to say? They've been killing us. Our food is terrible. Water system terrible. You go into the white neighborhoods, the condom's so small you would just go raw.
Man, you silly as I don't know what, man.
Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh man.
Have you ever been into a small white town? Ain't no condoms around there that can fit you.
Wait a minute. Tanya said you go to Africa, they give you 20 diseases to go, but how many do you get when you come back? Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy
If,
theories.
Ask her if she ever left the United States before. If she ever went outside Highland Park.
The government is the Illuminati.
I'm talking about ask her if she ever been outside Highland Park.
You ask. How about that? Try to, what is you crazy, man? But anyway, man, I want to I want to mm, 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 mm. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. I want to get into our topic for the day, man. You're a nutcase. Our topic for today: what things are unacceptable for men and women? There are just some things in life that grown men and women should not do at this point in their life. At some point, a word called maturity should kick in, and all the silly and stupid things you did in the past should not happen again. Does maturity come with age? What things are unacceptable for men and women? What do you think? What things are?
What's unacceptable for me? You know what? Like when you meet a young lady now, you say, "Well, are you married? Do you have a boyfriend?" And she'll say, "No, but I got friends." This woman is in her 40s, still talking stupid. You got friends.
Yeah,
You
that
know what? Stay single. I don't want to deal with you.
right.
And that's what I have to that's what I've been worried about. Not worried about, going through. Like you might take a young lady out 4 or 5 times, right? You don't
Hmm.
went on dates or whatever. And she'll say something stupid like this to me. Man, I don't know. I don't know when the last time I've been on a real date. Like you out there spending Monopoly money or something. What the hell is a real date?
Yeah, exactly. That you nailed it. Like, what is a real date? Like, I agree with that because I think okay, most women. I ain't gonna put all women. I'm just gonna say most women might think it's corny. Wait a minute, you men supposed to run the world, and the weakest men I've ever seen. Damn, for real?
Who said that?
Tanya Bakes.
Ah, it's all right. The conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, nah. See, they put what they did. They waited till I went to sleep and put it in my dreams. That's why I'm the way that I am. They controlling me.
You know what? And I think I'm gonna put it my conspiracy theory on it. I think evolution started this. I think the evolution of the woman started this because I think the women aren't as gullible as they were back in the day.
That's evolution.
I think yeah, they evolved.
Yeah, let me look. Let me
They
look
they
that
they
up.
they they,
Evolution.
they evolved. The evolution, anything that evolves, is evolution. And I think the women have evolved, and they're not, you know, and they're
For the
like,
better or for the worse?
there you go. You try to get me. Hold on. Tanya said, uh, wait, men I ever seen like going out to see if you compatible. Y'all men go out with women to see who's the weakest. Tanya, come on,
What
baby.
she say?
She said we go out with women to see who's the weakest. Um, I that
What's she talking about?
uh, you know, I guess she's saying that we looking for the wrong things in women. In women, we're not going. We're
What are we
not be
looking for?
like men can't be genuine. I think Tanya, there's some genuine men out here. I
It's some good men. It's all about what you want and the places that you're going to meet these so-called men or whatnot. And I said this on the show before. A lot of times people don't put time into getting to know somebody.
right, right,
You get to know somebody before you jump into bed with them. You know what you're dealing with
right, right.
because you can only hold up a front for so long. All those lies gonna come. They're
What?
gonna be exposed. Just like if a guy's married, if a guy never asks you to his house, you don't know where he lives, but you've been dating him for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Wait a minute. Tanya going in. Wait a minute. Now we seen you weak men run us. We tired. She said men who not trying to be leaders. Men follow other men.
How old is Tanya?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me try to use my psychic powers. She's about 45 years old. She's been married twice and have about 5 kids and 8 cats.
Man, well, Taya just a woman. She probably been in like running into all these boys.
How old is Tanya? I want to help her out tonight. How old is Tanya?
Tanya, if you hear this, he's trying to find out your age. But I think but I don't think that's a fair assumption.
Yeah. What's
A,
a fair? Yeah,
a fair
but you know
assumption.
what? And I told you this before
She said,
when we was talking on the phone. Older women and they get ran through so much. By the time you hit the age of 45, you don't trust men anymore. You say it's nothing out here. These guys out here are weak. They talk like that. It's not that men dislike
But
older women.
but
It's that whole
but
conversation and that the way that they think that you don't want to even deal with.
wait a minute,
You
Tanya.
want to deal with that bullcrap.
Tanya responded. She said, "Y'all see a good man and break him down and make him run his life like the losers." She said, "Laugh. She's 45, married 23 years. Damn, still married. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I got her age right, but
Yeah, you sure did. Hey, what you
yeah,
D.I. Warwick? Yeah,
no, it's because older women they think and talk like that. Really,
yeah.
like she's the type of chick. She says she's been married 23 years, so her friends that's not married, she give them relationship advice. Oh yeah, these men ain't nothing. All that advice, and then she go home to her husband. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? But not all men are like that, Tiny.
No,
Not all men are
no.
like that. See,
All men don't cheat. All men just don't go out.
yeah.
That and want sex. Now, where she get she if she been married for 23 years? How does she know?
She said only had a couple relationships.
But you've been married for 23
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
You've been
yeah,
out you've been out the game for a long time.
yeah. She
Come on now.
said been out the game for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? And just like I said, I'm not on. I've been with I've been with my wife for 14 years. We've been married 10 years. Been married 10 years, and I wouldn't give my wife up for nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? And I know that it's a lot of men out here like me that are true leaders. But the problem being is that we're living in a world. Wait, just like y'all playing off each other's. But but tell you playing with messing with us, man. But but I think a lot of people, like I said, we're in a society right now where they're trying to put the woman in control over the man, and it's like if a real man step up, he get ridiculed. But but if the man is too strong, then he's considered sexist.
But you know what's so funny and crazy to me? Like when you've been out the game for a long, long time, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't really have an opinion. It's the whole dating game is not the same like it was when you were single.
Oh
Because
no.
you're older now. Your views on the world is different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you know anything, that means you've been creeping out and you've been doing some other stuff because you ain't supposed to know about none of this going on.
Say you men not leaders, weak. Fuck the whole
Man,
world
stop reading what she talking about. 'Cause she been out the game for too long. She don't even know nothing.
up. See, she don't know nothing. She don't know enough. You
She
don't
don't
think she
know
know
nothing
enough?
at all. This
23
stuff
years
out here is
exp-
rough and tough. She don't know
23
nothing.
years of
You done heard me
experience.
say this before, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't know nothing about this stuff that's out here. Just be quiet and let the single people talk about it. Because you've been married for 23 years. How old was she? Like, was she like what, 22 when she last time she was single? Come on now.
you,
Things are much different now.
she said you
When you was
funny
just
being
a kiddo.
said you funny being out the game right now, single. You you men lame. Damn, we lame. Golly.
Man, I always take nothing she say serious.
Wow, wow, wow,
I'm talking about
wow.
that stuff she talking about is funny. That's funny.
But I, some of these men out here are weak, but I wouldn't classify the whole sex of men.
Man, how you even repeating anything she said? After she said she married and been married for 23 years, don't even read nothing she just said no more. She's just trying to start some bull crap. She don't even know what's out here. And if she do know what's out here, she one of those cheaters.
Oh man, cheater! Dang.
Yeah, I'm talking about only a cheater know what's out here, right? Because you out here.
Kinda got a point.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Just cause I was married mean nothing when men ain't leaders.
I'm talking about you should be looking for a leader. You married to your leader. What are you
Said
talking about?
she
Oh,
married.
you ain't really married. Oh, you go outside your marriage to get a leader. What are you saying?
Tell you something
That's
else,
all
man.
I want to know.
But it's it.
I'm talking about why do you care about how the dating scene is? You married.
Because I'm pretty sure you could pretty much share a similar view as far as women, and I think some of these women out here, uh, I don't know what you think. Wait, cheater man, please, I'm grown, I can do whatever I want. You funny, cheater me, man, cheater man, you a cheater man?
Cheater, man. That girl's funny.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, but I think men have to adjust for this new breed of women. These new breed of women, they just y'all own. Basically, they done handed y'all the world.
No, it's just when they get in their 40s, they didn't get beat up and battered all them years, and by the time you get them, they telling you what you gotta do, what man is good for. You know what? I'd rather take me a little young tender.
She said, I'm married to myself. He's single and been single. Y'all
What?
funny. He's like, why you looking like that, man? But you know, hey, but you know what? I can say
She
this.
must she must ran out of weed.
Ran out of weed. Man, man, this Corona Saturday, man.
Come
This
on. Oh,
Corona
that's the
Saturday.
day Corona Saturday.
This Corona
Oh,
Saturday.
you gave Corona its own day, huh?
Yeah, Corona Saturday, baby.
All right,
You know,
all right.
hey, but you know, hey, it's all good. You know, I mean, but that's just a state coming from a woman's perspective, because I think the pool, the dating pool, even though I'm married, but just on the outside,
You've
on
been married for 14 years, right?
10 years,
10 years.
on
Okay.
just
But
being.
you don't know what's out here. You know what? I've been single for what 6 or 7 years, something like that. And it was a shock to me because when I was dating out here, I was trying to do what I used to do when I was younger, and I'm like, man, it ain't like that.
She said,
Yeah,
"Man, listen to this." She said, "Man, leaders don't think like y'all. They lead."
how do you know?
It said,
You cheating on your husband? You don't know how they do what they do.
it said, men nowadays marry women and be cheating by the end of the week. Damn, wow.
What TV series she been watching?
but
God,
but
because I
Kai,
don't think Tyler Perry even came out with that movie yet.
the end of the week. Yeah, that's something though. I feel you. I feel you a little bit. You sound like you feel like
No, man. She just talking. I don't even listen to what she talking about.
she said married 23 years, man. Then she
She
said
been
she
married
see
23 years. You don't know nothing about this game over here. It's serious out here. Even if your husband's been cheating on you for 23 years,
she
you still don't know how it is out here.
she said I don't got to cheat. I love me.
Mm. Oh, he cheat. Okay.
No, she remember she said she's married to herself.
Oh, she not married.
Yeah, she married to herself.
Oh, yeah, she 45.
She's 45. Oh my God, man! But hey,
Uh,
it it,
uh,
it,
uh.
it might be rough. I mean, I went through that
Hey man,
time.
you got to send me her picture, man, because I put in my head, I was just I asked myself how this conversation going. I said she 45. Ask her how many kids she got.
She hear you. Tell you how many kids you got. That's the question, because I think I'm just
She probably
saying.
got 5 kids with 3 baby daddies.
And you know what? That's a bad part, because you got women that do think like that. That really they so polluted. It's
You think you on the make believe phone call? She mean exactly what she said.
that's the sad part, though, that you have women that actually think like that. And I guess they don't see the. She said four,
hmm
4
How
kids,
many baby daddies? I'm trying to put it together. I'm trying to put it together.
but she loved herself though.
But how many baby daddies? She ain't answered the question. Okay, we understand that you love yourself.
Wait a minute. 28, 26, 20, and 17.
What do that mean?
Huh?
What do
The,
that mean?
she said. No, she said. No, I guess she said kids 28, 26, 20, and 17.
But that still don't answer the question. How many baby daddies?
She said two baby daddies. Two.
Uh-huh. 45, 2 baby daddies. But I love myself, and I know she got a little Yorkie or something.
Stop. Why all women gotta have a little Yorkie, man?
Because they got a little Yorkie, and they keep a bottle of wine that they drink Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Man, y'all
You
crazy.
think I don't know what I'm talking about? I know this game.
But
Ask her when the last time she been on a real date. She said it's been years. They do the same thing, take me to the movies and dinner. I want to go on a real date.
she said she said just like that, trying to break me down for speaking, dummy. Those are
Trying to
my
break me
kids.
down.
My kids say, yeah, yep. I knew what you was talking about, Tiny. I knew what you was talking about. He said lame.
Yeah, all that. Take that, take that.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. For real. Can't we just all get along? I,
No,
I,
you got to do the voice like, can we just
just all
all get
get
along?
along. Man, see, t- Ty, you gotta call the show. You, you gotta definitely call the show. That number is
What
six
time is it?
four
It's
six.
after 9 o'clock.
I know we got
No, I'm saying.
we got
I
11.
she got all day minutes.
She said my husband is lame. Damn.
Dang, she talking about a husband like that? Oh my god. Shit.
mm, mm, mm,
I
mm,
know she
mm.
cheated on him.
I love him. He's a good man. Okay.
But he a lame? But you called the man a lame?
Mm,
Oh.
man, what constitutes a lame? Cause he don't he just chill. Is a chilling man a lame man, or because he don't club, or do is that
Oh,
being lame
do
now?
no extra stuff in the bedroom.
Or extra what groceries?
No, I'm talking about it could be anything. He might stick it through the pee hole. Are you ready to do it tonight? I'm gonna make it special.
Oh, stop it. Some people just can't be a man. Okay. Mm. Yeah, and some women can't be women.
Right,
I
right.
I, I just I
I'm saying, let's check it out. You called your husband a lame, right? You you said all men don't know how to lead, but you married, right? This
Go,
ain't stuff that I'm making up, right?
go ahead. Go ahead.
What else? What else did she say that was just crazy? Um, and she married talking about single people stuff. Come on, you've been married for 23 years. Stop it.
She said he's lame for not being the man he know I thought he was.
What? It took 23 years for you to understand that? Come on now. Gee, Willikers.
Just Willikers.
Yeah, man.
She said I didn't say all men. She did say, oh, yeah. See, that's the
She just
clarification.
said men. She just said she generalized men. That's what she did. You heard the same thing that I heard. That's why we took it that way, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought it. That's what I thought it was at first, because
Yeah,
hey,
don't switch up what you said now. You know
no,
exactly what you said.
yeah.
If you want to go ahead, rewind and listen to yourself. Listen to what you said.
I mean, it's
Because if I said it, I said it. My
t-
bad. If I said anything to disrespect anybody or that was wrong, all I can do is apologize for it and say my bad. But I rarely apologize for anything.
she said, "Boy, you funny. You have to grow with people." Yeah, you do. You do.
You
I
have to what?
grow with people. Like you may
Hold
see.
up. You have to grow with people. Why you calling that man a lame then? You should have grown with him and to realize he ain't the leader that you thought he was. But you had to grow to understand that, right? He ain't built like that.
She said, "I don't gotta listen to shit." Damn. You don't gotta apologize to me. That's what she said.
Oh no, I was just saying that in
She,
general.
she
No,
said,
of course I wouldn't apologize to you
she said, "Ain't
for
nobody
what?
coming to see you, Otis."
No, 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 no. You'll
Uh,
never get an apology from me.
the,
Not you.
it's all fun. It's all fun and games. Like I said,
Yeah, but don't call him a lame. Don't and a weak guy. He's not the guy. He's not the man of my dreams. I thought he was.
dude, that's a hurting feeling, ain't it?
I don't
That
know.
that'll be a hurting feeling after years of being together. You like, dang, you're not the man that I thought.
You know I did it.
Huh?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh man.
I don't even want to talk about it. But she got me beat by 1 year.
Said he
Shit.
lame. Said he lame. Damn. Mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Now, what if he was next to you?
She said you won too. Damn.
Oh, somebody I don't know called me a lame? Oh, shit. I
Oh
don't think I'm going to be able to
Jesus.
make it.
Oh my God. Damn.
You mean to tell me a 45-year-old woman that called her husband lame said I'm one too? Oh,
Oh man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able to make it.
I love him regardless. That's good. That's a positive right there.
But love him enough to talk highly about that guy even when he's not around.
Mm. Said speak life, huh? Speak that life in them. Speak that life in them.
Mm.
Cause like I said, uh, your relationship are only gonna go the way that y'all allow it to go. You know, say you lame. Dang, she keeps saying lame. Damn, everybody lame.
Hey, man. You can't respect what this woman says. She just called her husband. She been with for 23 years. Lame. Stop. Stop.
Male chauvinist. Wow.
Spell it.
She did. Damn. Oh my God. Most men are. But shoot, y'all got a women's
Most
power
men.
movement.
She said most men are. She know most men. The hell is this woman talking about? I know she ran out of weed.
Damn. Out of weed, dog?
Yeah, she was high earlier today. She
Mm,
ran out of weed
mm, 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 mm,
because she
mm.
don't usually act like this.
Man, you crazy, dude. But, hey, to each his own, like I said. Sure, I know at this point that I'm not the same person that I was before, so I might even be considered lame anyway. To a certain
But
extent, I don't do
you
nothing.
don't want to hear your wife say that about you.
Yeah, the re-
Right. I'm
so,
talking about shit. I used to, Saturday night, I used to be out drinking, being with different women. I'm not the same guy that I was.
the relationship not going nowhere, but the way you dumb men think it should.
Damn.
You men the new
She headed towards divorce.
dang.
I can hear it in her voice.
You men the new fuckboy faggots. Damn.
Damn. She 45 and she talking like that. She can't be 45 for real.
Ooh wee.
Is she 45 for real?
Hey,
Don't no grown women talk like that. I don't believe it.
you don't believe it?
Mm-mm. If she talking like that, she really done ran out of weed.
The new bitches. Damn.
She done ran out of weed.
Oh, wee. Man, that's something. But hey, there is a lot of little feminization in the with with some of these males. That's the new age males. The, you know, I think now in our generation, the ones that's, that's gay were the ones that were either already gay or they just coming out the closet because it's
Our generation. Imagine being 40 some years old trying to dress like a woman with a big hard face.
it happens.
I'm saying I'm talking about you don't have a choice but to be a man. You old jawline.
Man, what's wrong with you, man? Thank you, Ty. I wish you would have called in. You know, wish you would have called in, man, because we would have had to clarify some things. She said, "You men, the new fuck boy." Hey, man, I don't even want to repeat that. That sounds
I
too
never
hard.
had an old woman talk to me like that.
An old woman, damn. Come on, man. Come on, 40 is the new 30, man.
Oh, that's a song. What you talking about? You quoting some stuff that Jay-Z just said?
I'm just,
God.
hey, man. I'm just
Crazy too, huh?
I'm just trying to make light of the situation, man, because I don't see myself as that. I'm as young as I want to be, man. But anyway, man, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fat Cat Show tonight. Thank you, Taya, for your input. I wish you would have called in. And all men aren't lame, but we just get to a certain point that we don't do certain things no more. I guess like Satellite said, going through the
90 seconds.
the draws hole or something like that. But
He don't want to do nothing exciting.
But
put it through the little pee-pee hole.
But anyway, man, like I said, y'all,
What you really have it tonight?
be safe. Make sure you stay indoors. If I know the curfew is already in effect, so you shouldn't be out there unless you gotta do something.
60 seconds.
Unless you gotta do something important. And then tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday, so remember the real reason why that day is possible. And so, with that being said, you got something to leave for Tanya, man?
No, Tanya gave me a good laugh for the night. Tell her I really appreciate it. You
She
know what I'm
said,
saying?
make sure I block y'all wannabe men. Damn. Mm, 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 mm.
Block? Is this a married woman? She talking like she's single.
Oh my God.
Maybe she don't know she married.
Love you too, Taya. We up out of here, y'all. Peace.
10 seconds.